Hello YouTube fam, today we're playing Arcade Bombardment Control. This deck aims to control your opponent by one-for-1ing them to death with spells in the early game, cut down Duress, Infernal Grasp of Braid, Thrill of Possibility, and then bridging between the early game and the mid game with Fable the Mirror Breaker and Big Score to ramp to our big spells, Invoke Despair, Burn Down the House, Arcade Bombardment. If you've never seen someone cast multiple Burn Down the House or Invoke Despair with Arcade Bombardment, wait till the end of this video, you'll love it. You'll love to see that. Also, I want to play your decks. So please, there's a Google form down below in the description. Please fill that out. I would love to play your decks. All right, let's get into the video. Opponent goes first. They kept. I think we're going to keep as well. Let's see what they're on. A lot of tap lands in this deck, which I'm a little worried about. But we'll see how it all plays out. Going to need to draw a land here, too. I'm going to have to cast Thrill on turn 2 to sort of filter for lands. We'll see what we draw, though. Cut down, huh? We can't cast Thrill on turn 2 because we don't have the adequate land, so we're just going to cut down this way with a chance. Make sure they don't get that mana going. I wanted to cast them big 4-drop or something. Tovolar's still good though. I think we're going to kill that too. To me that means they probably have another Tovolar, or they have Threats all the way up the curve if they're just jamming a Tovolar there. Or they didn't think we had a removal spell. Hound Tamer, okay. Not particularly scared of that one. Let's see if they have any werewolf enchantments or anything in their hand. That's flashback. We draw a land next turn, we can burn down the house. They're scary things. Do you want to Thrill or do you want to Grasp? I think we're going to Grasp this and save our life total a little bit. And we're going to Big Score on their turn. So we have the opportunity to burn down the house here. It depends on what they play. The Hull Pack Piper, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Big Score and burn down the house here. For sure. We're gonna discard this Thrill of Possibility. Oh, Tovolar, okay. Yeah, next turn we're going to want to hit them with this Invoke Despair is the plan. Hopefully they only have one creature on the field. Oof, Dresses were not good draws. Sorry, so yeah, we're going to burn down the house, and then the next turn we're going to Invoke Despair. Would love to be able to get this Arcade Bombardment down. We're going to keep these Duress to just to be cheap things to cast with Bombardment once we get it down, though. Yeah, we kind of wanted a land instead of a Duress here, though. See if we can draw some land with this Invoke Despair. Do I think they have any? Nah, I don't think they have any spells. Two creatures this time to avoid another Invoke Despair that we don't have. Oh, they're not going to play it out though. Interesting. We're just getting our Fable down. Just passing the turn until we can get this Bombardment online. Hurting for land this time. Yeah, they're definitely attacking here. Kill this Tovolar. I don't know if they have a protection spell or what instant speed. Let's see what they have. Could be a fight spell. It might be a wolf fight spell that's instant speed. Oh, it's Tovolar's ability, okay. Do we want to block? Yeah, I think we want to save our life total and block. Even though we could get the treasure and slam the Bombardment next turn, I think we're just as good to discard cards and try to draw the Bombardment next turn. Or draw the land for the bombardment. Yeah, untap land though. Alright, well, casting big score, discarding big score, at least gives Arcade Bombardment plus duress next turn. Piper, okay. Gonna look at more cards. It's a good one to draw. Gets creatures into their hands. Prowler, okay. Yeah, so I think we're gonna cast this Grasp right now. What do we have in our graveyard? And we have a Duress, a Grasp, an Invoke Despair, Burn Down the House, Parade. Yeah, I think we're going to cast this Grasp on their turn. See if they play a creature pre-combat or something. Try to target something in our graveyard with a Cemetery Prowler. They might not think we have anything, although we did have a priority stick, so they're reasonably confident that we have something to play off this bombardment. Yeah, playing the Prowler anyway, pre-combat. See what they target. Oh, my bad. I thought they would. Okay, yeah, I thought it would be a trigger on this deck. That's my bad. Just to exile a card from a graveyard. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm just gonna cast this Infernal Grasp now. See what we exile from here. A Braid. That doesn't do a whole bunch. Yeah, Braid's not a great target for the Infernal Grasp. Let's. Well, we want to keep the thrill so we can do it on their turn, so let's duress them right now. See what else we exile with Bombardment. Infernal Grasp, sure. Okay. Duress our opponent, nothing there. Oh, Tobolar's Huntmaster though, sheesh. Gonna really want to hit and Invoke Despair off this Thrill possibility. If they're able to cast this Huntmaster. It's daytime, okay. Yeah, imagine they're just jamming that here. I'm not sure why they wouldn't. We'll be able to kill one of the things with a Grasp. Hopefully we get it in an Infernal Grasp or a Burn Down the House. Burn Down the House would wipe the whole board in conjunction with the Abrade we also have in the Arcade Bombardment. That's what it is. You just gotta spin the wheel sometimes. Opponent in the tank. I mean, I think they have one really good play here. Tobolar's Huntmaster. Can't really imagine what else they would have that they're debating here. Opponent about to run out of their timer. Looks like our opponent has disconnected. GG's. Okay, we're back. Hand's looking pretty good. Just need to draw some more lands of Thrill. Let's see what happens. Getting a lot of these hands where we have one land in addition to the Haunted Ridge, so we have to play the Haunted Ridge tapped. It's not ideal. Opponent's on some sort of green-red deck. No turn one spell. Could it be werewolves again? Gallic Readers, okay. Yeah, I think with the Gallic Readers there, we're just gonna kill it, slow our opponent down a little bit, give us a little more time to get to these Invoked Despairs. Untapped land this turn would be nice so we could hold up big score or grasp. Fable, sure. Got exactly what we ordered up. See what they discard with Fable. Nothing. Their hand. Wow. It's never a good sign when your opponent decides their hand is so good they don't need to discard anything with Fable. Yeah, I don't think we're going to grasp the token. I'd rather big score this turn. Sure. Post-combat Halana and Elena. Not as scary as pre-combat Halana and Elena. Got our 2 treasure. Got another land. Do I want to cast the Invoke? Or do I want to play Fable plus Grasp? I think we're going to play Fable plus Grasp. And we're going to grasp this Halana and Elena on our turn. We don't want them to get the counters. And they would probably just pass to attackers before our turn begins. Or their combat phase, rather. Before they cast anything else in their turn. Alright, opponent has a removal spell for our 2/2. They're just deciding if they want to use a treasure for it. Decided they did not want to expend the treasure for it. So I'll offer this trade, I'll take it. Yep, I'll offer that trade all day. Show an untapped land, we could do Infernal Grasp plus Invoke Despair. Oh. Yikes. Draw the untapped land though. So we're gonna grasp and despair. Despair's not gonna kill all their creatures if they sacrifice the Kiki Jiki first. Yeah, because there's 2 draws though. And some more Invoke Despairs. Those are always good. See if they play things we can burn down the house. Ronan, can't burn down the house that. To me, that means they probably have another Titan of Industry in their hands. If they're passing with the 5-man open. So 2 lands there. Probably needed a small spell plus a Arcade Bombardment there to beat another Titan of Industry, but we'll see. If we can dodge it for 1 more turn, I think we have a chance. All depends if they have an untapped land this turn. They're debating on whether they want to get rid of this Reinforce Ronin or not. If they don't have an untapped land and they have a Titan of Industry in hand, it's not a bad idea to give yourself an extra look at it. I think that's probably the decision they'll come to if that's their case. They have not showed us that they play tapped lands, so I mean this would not be a tapped land at this stage of the game. We already have the 3 green necessary for Titan. Opponent is in the tank about this decision though. Alright, their turn. Another Ronin. Okay, so they had the 7th land, but they did not play the Titan. Okay. Could be all lands in their hand, too. Another swamp is not what we wanted. Yeah, I think we're gonna play the burn down the house to block the Ronin. Well, do they have haste? Probably have a Reckless Stormseeker. I think we need to get other cards in our hand. I'm just going to cast this Invoke Despair. If we draw another Invoke Despair, it'll be lethal. We also have Fable and things we can draw that we can play as well. But three card draw is pretty big. I think it's better than casting the burn here. Oh my goodness. We can burn down a lot of houses next turn. Yeah, we can only burn down one, so they have like 8 mana, but oh, Titan of Industry, huh? They did have it, but they decided to Ronin last turn? I'm not really sure. Gain 5 life from shield counter. So this has trample, so we're really gonna need to draw something here. Another lands. Oh, wow. Too many lands. It's gonna do it. GG's. Okay. 3 lands. Good removal spells. Burn down the house. We'll take it. What a blue deck of some sort. Mono blue by the looks. Yeah. Do I want to see if they have a counter spell here? Yeah, I think it's the alternative is they're just gonna impulse and sculpt their hand or something of that effect. So I think we'll make them have something to counter this Fable. Yep, make disappear. Don't think we're getting a better spot to resolve Fable. We'll duress though, see if they want to counter this. Impulse and response, okay. I mean, we know duress is likely to hit still, so not too worried about running out of targets for it. See what they have. Not consider as well, okay. Alright, now let's take a peek. So, Tolarian Terror with 3 in the graveyard, about to be 4. I think that means we're going to get rid of this slip out the back. Yep. If they play the Haughty Djinn, we'll fire off the Grasp at it, and they'll counter it. But that's okay, because we want to resolve this burn down the house. Just need to draw a land for it. Never didn't have it. Tolarian Terror. See if they have a second one. Do not. Another Djinn, okay. Definitely could have an impulse or something here. Oh, brutal on the Make Disappear. Just an untapped land, we win the game. Now we're dead, I think. Yep. GG's. Alright, on the play. Had a couple unfortunate games there, but let's see if being on the play gives us the shot in the arm we need. These Tramway Station New Capenna dual lands are really helpful this cycle. Half the 2-color pairings in Standard have them and half of them don't. So the half that have them are very fortunate to have them. Alright, they get a pack leader down. They only get a +1/+1 plant counter if it's mana gravity 4 or greater. Yeah, we're gonna grasp this. Neutral on life. They'll probably play something else, but I think we needed to grasp it. Yep. But now we have a braid. We're gonna braid this as well. If they had a Tovolar, I think they would have played that pre-combat for the chance to have it, give them an extra card there. I think this burn down the house is going to be really good, so we're just trying to draw lands at this point. Oh my gosh. Cannot draw a land. Save our life right now. We have 24 in the deck, I think. Sometimes we're drawing lots of lands, sometimes we're drawing no lands. A land there would have been huge, so that if we had drawn another one, we could... Oh my goodness, we could burn down the house here. So now we're really hoping that this Fable token lives and that we can discard cards to draw land, so that way we can sweep up this board. Our land makes it so they can cast that stuff on my turn. They didn't attack, huh? Okay. Interesting. We draw an untapped land here. I think we're just too far away from this bombardment. We gotta let it go. We draw an untapped land here. This Invoke Despair gets really good this turn. So I think we're gonna go for that. Did it? Yeah, I think we gotta kill the pack mate there. Sure, that's fine. Alright, now that gives us space to get a burn down the house down next turn. Now that this is flipped, that means they're not going to... Man. They are really putting the hurt on me this turn. Okay, well, I think this Invoke Despair is our best shot here, just getting rid of three things on their side of the field, and we'll leave this blocker back for a wolf. They're putting the hurt on us, though. They have land, Tovolar's Unmastered, it's not going to look good. Yeah, they're going to draw a card anyway, but preventing the life and killing the wolf is valuable. Okay. Alright, now we need to draw some of our big score, arcane bombardment, things like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sulkin's in there, and that is game. Wow. One last ditch effort to draw something here. But that does keep us alive, that's why we so we did it that way. That's sorcery, so they gotta play it on one of the creatures first, and we can block. Oof. Dubious. The one life though. Yep, if they have a removal spell for a token, we're dead. Definitely should have attacked with both there so they get the 1 damage. I had to block that creature. Well, we can't cast this Infernal Grasp because we're just dead, so been in that. Guess we'll cast these 2 Fables. We'll keep this Haunted Ridge in hand to discard to the Fables. Still in a tenuous position though. Yep, it's a good one. Yeah, I think we're gonna discard both of these. And both of these. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to cast this big score so this Hall Pack Piper doesn't flip. Honestly, we should just kill it too. Get in there with one shaman, start getting on their life total. We're blocking everything here if they attack. Right, I think we are gonna just sack all these treasures for the tramway station. Just to draw another card. Duress, huh? See if they block. Yep, well, we're going to cast the Bombardment in Duress, so let's see if we hit anything off of it. Big Sword can't cast that. Forest in hand. Okay. Next turn we have the Reflection Loop. Stormseeker, sure. Blocking everything. Yep, we're blocking everything all day. I really thought we were dead in the water in this game. Oh, sheesh. We are pulling it back, though. Pulling it back. Didn't draw. Didn't draw land. Or didn't we drew a land? Didn't draw a spell for the Arcade Bombardment. Actually, we should have held that land. That was my bad. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't cost us. Because I should have held for another big score or something if we drew that next turn. Man, that's not looking good. That was a great draw for them. Another fantastic draw for them. Tramway station, huh? Yeah, we're gonna keep it in hand. Get the extra treasure token. Kind of surprised they blocked there. Yep, +1/+1 counters coming their way. None of this has trample though, so that's something. Alright, need to draw some instants and sorceries, preferably ones that cycle. We have drawn poorly. They're just getting a big board here. And we're going to slowly lose out on creatures as this goes. Definitely need to start drawing something here. Most spells do something here. Okay. Spell isn't great, but it's a start. See if we can draw anything else. Nope, don't want to cast a duress. Oh my goodness. Cannot draw anything out here, okay. Yep, another barrage of attacks coming my way. Just blocking everything. Nothing with trample. Gonna need to draw with this tramway station at the end of turn. Sure, another Ridge Wolf. Alright, come on, let's draw. Instance. Nice, that was a good draw. Nice, 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 nice. Cannot cast this Infernal Grasp though. Shoot. Yeah, I can't cast any of those for profit. Okay, the cut down is something that we can cast in their turn as well. Do we have a cut down in the graveyard too? Yeah, we do. Since we have a cut down in the graveyard, I think that means we're going to cast a big score on their turn first. Don't want to flip this Avabruck again. Okay, now we're going to do this in response. Dealing 3 damage there. Yeah, we're going to cast the Duress too in case they drew an Arlen or something. Tovolar. Didn't play the Tovolar, huh? Needed to draw some sort of removal spell there. Because we are just dead now. Shoot. Man, I feel like we're getting unlucky here. Yeah, I can't do anything. Wow. Okay. Good thing we didn't concede there because our opponent did not attack with both. I almost conceded, but our opponent didn't put the screws to us. Gives us another chance. And the Thrill too, okay. Well, if we hit another Invoke Despair off this Arcade Bombardment ever, we're doing really well. Wow, we are just... We are not hitting any of our impact cards off of the big score here, are we? Or off the Arcade Bombardment, are we? Yeah, we can't cast any of that other stuff. It just doesn't do anything. Alright, invoking you. Yep, they're gaining all that life. And no attacks. I think do we want to cast another spell just to flip the... Did we cast 2 spells this turn? Yeah, I think we did, so it counts. Yeah. The Arcane Bombardment spells still count. If we If they cast a creature spell pre-combat, we're gonna cast a Thrill in response, I think. So that way we can hit an Invoke Despair and get them to sack one of these creatures instead of the one they're gonna cast, the one that's gonna hit the battlefield. To move to combat, we'll obviously Thrill at that moment in time too. Yeah, so we'll Thrill in response here. Go to this Duress. Oh, we needed any removal spell there. Any Invoke Despair, any Burn Down the House. We needed just something there, something good. One of our impact cards. What do we have left? Mostly just great cards down there. Can't cast this Cut Down. Guess it's big score too, I suppose. Might as well cast this Abrade in case we draw another one. I guess that's our only way out is to draw another Abrade or something. Searching. We're digging. Wow, we cannot find the spells we need. This is frustrating. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It untaps. It untaps it. Alright, well if they attack with both, we're dead, so we'll see if they do. They didn't last time. GG. Man, if we hit this Invoke Despair off this Bombardment any of those times, we win this game by a gigantic margin. But that's the nature of the randomness of Arcane Bombardment. Man, that's a tough one to lose. GG's opponent. Alright, we're back. This hand seems a little like we're not going to get there on the lands, so we're gonna mulligan that one. And we'll keep this and put a big score on the bottom. Then we have the option to Thrill on turn 2 if we want. See if they cast a creature into this Kono here. Nothing, huh? I think this Burn Down House is going to be a lot more important than the Invoke Despair, so that's why we're doing it that way. Okay, well. We're all in on this turn 5 Burn Down the House. Hopefully it's enough. Lightning Strike, okay. Yeah, gonna need to Burn Down the House to carry some weight here. We have some cards to discard with this big score next turn, but we're gonna take a lot of damage in the meantime. Do have an Infernal Grasp, but yeah, I'm just gonna wipe this all up next turn. Yikes. They're gonna I think we get more lands this way, but yeah, I think we gotta do this. That way we have Infernal Grasp plus Burn up next turn. Taking a big chunk of damage though, and any more haste is not gonna be good for us. That's a nice opening draw from our opponent here. Another Burn is good against non-haste threats. Let's see what they have. They have a lot of mana. Any singular non-haste threat here gets Invoke Despair. As long as it That has haste, okay. I'm definitely gonna save a life point here and kill this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast this for the devils and try to block. No sense in keeping a big score up. We don't know if we can block. Oh, okay. GG. Opponent goes first. We have some early removal spells and some power late. We'll try it. Just gotta draw some lands. It's been a big theme of this deck so far. The lands, either we have too many lands and we flood out, or we have not enough lands and we get bodied. Just gonna take out this Voice of the Blessed with the Braid while we still can. Keep the board clear for things like Invoke Despair in the future. Celestis not too sad to see a Celestis on the other side of a mono white deck. Gonna gain some life, but we're gonna hopefully outscale all that with Arcane Bombardment. Expect them to play some enchantments here. Yep, that's a good enchantment. Next turn we're hoping to burn down the house and get a lot of creatures. The next turn after that, Arcade Bombardment, and then Invoke Despair the turn after that. If they don't play a second creature here, I think I'm gonna try to grasp this Voice, see what they have in response, then land an Invoke Despair next turn. Yep. See, I kind of thought they had protection spells. I wasn't really expecting too much of a Wandering Emperor, but now an Invoke Despair is really good. I mean, it gets rid of 3 pretty good threats from the opponent. Let's see them all go bye-bye. Alright, well, this Arcade Bombardment could really take hold of this game. It depends what they have. Celestis has done some looting for them, though. See what they discard. Okay. Alright, see if they have a way to remove the bombardment, or else it's not looking good for them. Don't have a lot of things in our graveyard, but they're all good. We're definitely casting this Burn Down the House on creatures next turn. Wandering Emperor, huh? Celestis is really putting in work for him. Okay. Creatures. Oh, that's the Invoke Despair we were looking for last game, and that is game, folks. Let's go. GG's. We're back with the wrap up today. The deck, honestly, if you had told me our Arcade Bombardment was never going to die once it hit the battlefield, that we weren't going to win that many games, I would have said, wow, I don't know what happened. Maybe we didn't get Arcade Bombardment on the battlefield, but we had that game against Werewolves where we had Arcade Bombardment on the field and we just could not exile a relevant spell with it. So I feel like there's got to be a way to make this deck work. I mean, it feels really powerful. There's a lot of instants. I mean, we have Thrill, Abrade, Infernal Grasp, Cut Down, Big Score as instants. So maybe we need another instant instead of this Duress. Maybe there's an instant speed version of that effect, or maybe just replacing Duress with an instant in general. So that way you can flip Bombardment on both turns. But really, it's a fun deck. I think the deck can work. People are not really packing that much enchantment hate in the best of one sphere right now. If you play against Esper, they'll have something like Void Rend. There are opposing Invoke Despair decks, but I think, against opposing Invoke Despair decks, you have the Fable to get that backup as well. I don't know. I might play this deck again. I might update this deck and play it again. Because I feel like the deck has more in it. It has more punch. It can get there, get it across the finish line. But but that's okay. Remember, again, in the description, there's a Google Forms that you can put your decks from MTG Goldfish, tappedout.net, whatever your preferred deck creation tool. Put your best of one standard decks there, and I would love to play your decks. I'll give you a shout out. I'll play your deck. I'll tell you what I did like, what I didn't like about the deck, and I'm really looking forward to playing the audience decks. Until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.